Oh my, you are an Igbo. Are you trying to talk against Igbo tribe? Why will I talk against Igbo tribe if there's nothing serious I want to expose? I'm from Anambra State and I love Anambra, I love Igbos. But then I'm here to expose the unfair traditions. The tradition is even that is affecting we the Igbos. And then I have come to understand that most women that are married Igbos don't even know about it. For those who could be watching and doesn't know about this tribe called Igbo, Igbo is one of the tribes in Nigeria, okay? And people admire Igbos. Why? Because of their culture. That is one. Secondly, because of their traditional marriage. Their dressing and everything that has to do with Igbos screams attractive. Okay? Then some people also like Igbos because of their how they work hard. When you go to Westerners, all these Western countries, Igbos are the hard workers. Igbos are not balanced, if you can hear Igbo. So Igbos are one of the tribes that is really, really dominating us of the country. Yes. And they like to be educated. Hana Bombo. Igbos are industrious. They are resourceful. They are intelligent. They are wise. They are many things. You can never do a business with an Igbo man and you cheat the man. They are known for their sense. Even most white women prefer to marry Igbo. Yes, than other tribes. That's to tell you how unique we are. So I am proudly an Igbo. So this is to tell you that I am not here to talk against anything against Igbo, but then to review and unveil those unfair traditions that is still in existence till today. So if you're a lady, you're watching me in this video, just relax. I'm going to expose not just the tradition, but call out those villages so that in case you are getting married or you are planning to get married, you watch out for those villages because that tradition still exists and it cannot be redeemed as it is right now. Yes. One of the unfair traditions in Igbo land, especially in Anambra State, is that if you're a woman, please listen attentively. If you're a woman, and let's say perhaps your husband is a very rich man, you marry a very rich man, a wealthy man that has properties, and let's say the man is also a believer, let's call it a believer, someone that believes in God, right? And then your husband loves you so much in the sense that you don't have a child, right? And your husband still want to wait on God's timing for a child, and unfortunately, accidentally, untimely, he lost his life, and that means that his money, his property, everything is still there. As a woman, you cannot inherit those property. What do you say? You could be asking, if as an Igbo woman I can't inherit property from my father's land, from my father's side, okay, well, at least I can be able to inherit from my husband's house, from my husband's side. At least if I go married to a very rich man. The reason is women are seen as inheritable property. You understand? And then if at all you as a woman you don't give birth to any son, any boy, and your husband eventually dies and he has money and property, those property goes to the family, the guy's family. Now it is the guy's family that will decide if at all they want to give you anything. And most of the time they just leave house, like the apartment where they are living. That is what they mostly give to the woman. And then she will go back to square one. She will go back to husband and like starting life again. That doesn't make sense. So that is why in Igbo land everyone is struggling. They are struggling to have a son. Why am I sounding like this thing is so unfair? Let me give you a scenario. Imagine that you started with your husband from scratch. Like you built with your husband. You contributed like 60% of his success. And he now eventually dies all in the name of you do not have a son, but you have daughters. So because of those things, those years of suffer and everything will now go to his brother's side because of what he did not give it to his son. So you see how unfair this thing is. So it means that women who even want to suffer with their husband, it's not even encouraging. Because after all the suffer, make sure you have a son. Because if you don't have a son, that's the end of it. So then I think this particular tradition should be redeemed. It should. So that people with or without a son, they can be able to inherit property. Even the woman as a wife deserves to inherit their property. The second tradition that is unfair. Now listen closely. Whenever your husband gets up and tell you, or not even telling you, or feels like, at this point, I just need a second wife, you don't what? You don't have to say. Now, if you don't know, divorce is not recognized in Igbo land. I think divorce is just really known right now. What they practice in Igbo land is majorly separation. Temporal separation, not permanent one. If your husband has issue with you, instead of like telling you, I'm not doing it again, the man will come and tell you, go back to your village, go back to your parents' house. You go there, you guys will be separated for a while, and then your people will go is going to what culture you. They call it is it, I don't know, I've forgotten the name, but I know that your people, your family will train you again. They will analyze whatever that might make the man to send you packing, and then they will what train you for the number of months or years the man wants you to be there. This can only happen when you try to stand and tell your husband, no, this marriage between me and you cannot marry another person. Except your husband choose not to marry another person. But the day Oga wakes up and say, not even tell you, because most of the time they won't even tell the first wife. So they will just feel like it is their right. When a man is set to marry, they will call the man separate and tell the man what he can do, the rights he has. Now let's come to Nkano people of Enugu State. We have entered Enugu State. Let's come there. This village called Enugu Ezike particularly, they have this terrible tradition. Me, I see that as a terrible tradition, because why not? A tradition that forbids women from cheating. Okay, it's fine. If you want women to stop cheating, it is fine, it's okay. But then this tradition is so unfair that it does not have anything to do with the men. So if a man eventually cheats, whether accidentally or purposely, nothing happens to the man. But then if the woman mistakenly, this is not a mistake. If the woman cheats, the tradition is that she will go home. Like, she will either go home or she will run mad. I think there is a certain tradition like that. They are coming to the same Enugu State. Community of Amechi Idodo still practice that same tradition in Enugu State. So in case you are getting married, please ask questions. Don't just know that the guy is from Imo State, the guy is from Enugu State. You go and marry. Ask for the tradition. Don't even ask the man, because most of the times the man said no no. So go and do your research and find out. Now coming to Imo State, I wasn't able to get the particular village in Imo State, but this thing is very, very true. Their own tradition is when a woman starts cheating, it will affect the husband, right? Now, when the husband is cheating, it does not affect the wife. So the man can actually or easily know when the wife is cheating. If at a point, maybe his business stopped going or something happens to him, the next thing is the man will go and do a for. The reason for this particular tradition is to keep a close eye on the woman. So when the woman is cheating, either talking romantically or involved emotionally with another man, the man will start getting the signs: setback, delay, disappointment. And when this thing now is coming like is too persistent, the man will start, so long the man is still eating the woman's food, the man will keep going back, right? And then the man will always find out when he goes to the village and do one or two things. They will reveal to him that it is your wife that is responsible for this bad omen that is happening to you, right? And then what would they do? They will either send the woman packing, or they will send you packing, and then they will keep you a while away and they will clean you spiritually. People of Umezo Koha in Ebonyi State are the architects of this particular tradition. I think particularly there's a village called Iza of Efim, something like that. People who are from Ebonyi State, you can go and do your research, but you testify that there is a village called Iza or Eza. You understand? In Umezo Koha, these are the particular community and villages that practice this thing. In these villages, the men are allowed to cheat. They are allowed to involve themselves romantically, emotionally, physically with other women. But once you as a woman tries it, is to inflict pain on you. I think that's almost what call her the village. What it does, it do not kill the woman, all right? It will also kill the man, but then it will inflict pain on the woman, and then inflict pain on the children, and then eventually kills. I think it will kill the man, but then before the man die, it will inflict pain on the husband. So it follows a particular pattern. First of all, I think the children is first, yes. Secondly, the husband. Then thirdly, the wife. So when that thing happens, the villagers will already assume that the woman did something. So it doesn't matter if your husband died out of accident or the wife or your children died out of sickness. If that thing happened, they will assume that you're cheating and they will banish you or they'll punish you. Yes. So Igbo tribe is actually a very good tribe. Their culture is very nice. Everything is very nice. If you get married to a very good, responsible, sincere Igbo man, you will enjoy the marriage. But just before you enter it, this video is to tell you that first of all, you should be ready not to inherit any property either from your father or from your husband. Secondly, you should be ready to not even have a say when your husband is about to marry another woman. Okay. Thirdly, be assured that you cannot divorce. You can only separate. Fourth, make sure that you will not cheat on your husband. Even if you cheat, you will die. Except the particular state you are marrying in, so their village don't practice that tradition, because I think most villages are really looking into those traditions that are unfair on the women's side and they're trying to redeem it. But if your own is not yet redeemed, you have to abide by it. And most of the time they will not tell you. If you don't have any issue with all these things I've mentioned, you can go ahead. Oma is giving you a go ahead order. It's just for those people that may be ignorant of this particular tradition, so that you don't go there and say, had I known, nobody told me. If they not tell you, which I know they will not tell you, but Oma is telling you. If you find this video helpful and informative, please like and share for people to also hear. Thank you, Lo. They will know.